Hey guys, this is Josh Shoemaker and Dan Keenan here again for the latest ball review. This time it's going to be for the 900 Global Vengeance. So the Vengeance features the Blast AI core and the Reserve Blend 91 solid power stock. So if you guys remember the Sublime Focus, I believe it was last year's release, super big, chuggy, early symmetrical ball. The Global line, since the discontinuing that's kind of missed that. So other stuff like the Rockstar and the Idol series were very kind of similar to this idea, but Global's been the one that's really lacked it. Comes at 2,000 finish. And the numbers for 15 pounds, it's 247 and 055 for the diff. So real low RG, real stable core, ton of diff. So you're going to see a lot of overall motion and hook from this. I literally just drilled this morning. Threw a couple of practice shots with it, and that's about it. So I did my standard, help me if I grab the right one. My standard symmetrical layout, pretty much my test layout for everything. So it's a 4 1/4 inch pin with a 2-inch buffer. I like what I see out of it so far. Real dark colors, a lot of phasing and swirling in it. I'm a big fan of the darker colored balls. I feel like my eyes see it a lot better. So as soon as I saw the ad for this ball, I got really excited. Semi-fresh house shot here. Definitely a couple of games of play on it. So I'm going to start a little bit further left than I normally would. Oh,
he had 6 in a row during practice.
Yeah, I struck till the lights came on. Opposite of Justin.
All right, so Josh was saying this is had a few weeks to throw this. Josh was busy vacationing, and I thought he was going to become a Florida resident. He was down there so long. So this is my first layout with this, my first go at it. I went 5 by 3 by 3. Been a really good piece so far. Very stable, but also has a pretty decent change of direction. Not bad for a bad shot.
So yeah, show me up on the first shot, see how it is. So it's actually, this is a real exciting line of balls that Storm's coming out with. When they announced the 4 new balls along with the Transformer and this. So the new tournament series for them. So as you guys are probably well aware, if you watch any of these reviews before, Dan and I do bowl in a lot of tournaments. So when you have these balls that are catered, a little bit stronger covers, a little bit more stable cores, more smooth, even rolling stuff that's really going to blend the lane front to back. That's kind of what we like to see in a lot of tournament balls. So this being that exact type of ball motion, I feel like we're going to end up using this a lot. So I'm actually going to, this came real chalky out of the box, so I actually had to start a little bit further left than I wanted to. So I'm going to bump back 1 and 1 right. So got just a little bit of the scratch out of the box off of that one, and that one floated through there a little bit nicer.
So far, bowled a couple tournaments with this. It's been kind of my first transition ball. Again, it's kind of surprising for being a little more aggressive of a cover stock that it's still fairly clean. It gets going pretty good.
So my last one, I definitely got it going right a little bit quick, and you can see with the cover and core being as strong as it is, it kind of blended off of it really nice. So this one, I'm going to stay same style with my feet and just move my eyes one left and try to get it going up the lane a little bit more and see what it does when you get it in the oil. Probably move a little left off the apple. And as you can see, that one slowed down real nice in the middle part of the lane. And man, did the right thing, tripped the 4-pin. So
If we're on the a little bit of a leftover from probably last night's league, maybe part of this morning's leagues. So it's quite a cliff right now. I'm gonna go a couple left because I got that last one up. All right,
it's doing the right thing. I mean, it's our eyes like to see that stuff that seems like it slows down really quick, and this ball is kind of interesting because it almost seems like it's starting to hook as soon as you set it down, but it's having no problem retaining some energy because it's still going through the pins just fine.
And that is something I have noticed about this ball is it hits like an absolutely monster.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move 2 and 2 off the last one, and we'll try just slow it down just a little bit. Let's see here. Rolled that one a little bit. I probably cheated it one extra one than I should have there, but not so great shot. Getting 9 is a good thing.
You said this is 2,000 out of the box?
Yeah, 2,000.
So I did hit mine with a little light 1,000, kind of probably a 1,000 pad that I used a couple times. Kind of lightly just to give it a little scratch, let it relane shine. I'm going to move another 3 and 2, see what we get. That was 3 and 2, and I got around it a little more. So, again, as you can see, it hits the friction. It looks like it's going to go hard left, but it kind of just blends its way there and hits. It's a good combination.
All right, so I'm gonna do another 1 and 1 left and just try to get off my hand a little bit better. I rolled that last one a little too much, so we'll keep this one a little slower with the speed wise. Give it some time to look. There you go. Much better. Reminds me of, did you drill one of the original Summits? I think we did the video of that together.
That actually is a good point. I've been trying to think of what this kind of compares to. I have it a little cleaner than a Rockstar. Rockstar was kind of like that idle line where very smooth reaction. This has just, it is a little cleaner, so it does have a little more kick down lane than a Rockstar. I didn't bring my Rockstar. I don't know why I didn't bring my Rockstar, but I didn't.
I got one down there. So
I'm actually going to throw my Phase 2 Pearl because I was thinking I could kind of show. They're kind of similar but different. I'm going to throw the Phase 2 Pearl right where I was on the last shot. I say right where, like I'm going to execute. So I got that in the oil pretty quick. Kind of what I expected. I have it so far where the, believe it or not, I actually think the Phase 2 Pearl is actually a little bit stronger.
All right, so I got a original Phase 2 here and also a Rockstar, both the same layout, the 4 1/4 inch pin with about a 2-inch buffer. I'm just going to go ahead and go right to where I threw that last shot with the Vengeance. This was the Phase 2. Definitely a little less surface on this Phase 2. Has quite a few more games on it. So that, for me, feels a little bit cleaner and also kind of like whoops a little bit more.
Slower.
So feels like it's struggling a little more to get up the hill, and that Vengeance had no problem slowing down and still getting up it.
All right, I'm going to try and get this to the right. So yeah, believe it or not, even though it's a pearl, I think the Phase 2 pearl looks a little slower to me from the same part of the lane. Kind of surprised there. It's my first time actually throwing them back side by side.
I'd be curious if on more fresh condition, I'm assuming the Vengeance would probably slow down a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
But since we're blowing on a little bit of the used up slop here, once they start getting stretched. All right, so again, go right on top of that same shot as the last one. This is with the Rockstar. This one actually has, again, same layout. This one has a little bit more texture on it than the Phase 2 does. It's a bull roll hit. I actually think I rotated that one a little bit more. That one felt closer to the Vengeance for me than the Phase 2 did.
Probably a little quicker forward.
Yeah, it seems like it transitioned a little quicker and was definitely a little more forward, whereas the Vengeance just kept going. I could still probably keep cheating to left with the Vengeance, where I don't know if I'd be able to go much more left right now with that Phase 2 or the Rockstar.
I'm gonna go go back to the Vengeance here, so you can see kind of what it gets to compared to the Phase 2. I like it.
It's crazy how quick they transition here. I mean,
Very quick.
couldn't miss it all in practice in the first few shots here, and then then they start stretching and getting weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and go another 2 and 2 with this one, and get a little bit slower and see if we can still get it to come up the hill.
There you go.
So I move more off of that.
Yeah, that
Definitely has no problem shaping for sure. Awesome. Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up. We got our Transformer video to shoot after this. We feel like the Vengeance is definitely a little bit more cover-wise than the Transformer, so I want to get that one out of the way first. But I think we're both really happy with what we see out of this, and I definitely could see this as a contender for making the Nationals bag for the big symmetric spot. So yeah, if you guys are interested, this video came out a little bit late. I was waiting on my Vengeance. Got lost in transit for a while there. So you guys can head over to your local Storm VIP Pro Shop and draw up your own today.